here and welcome to this, can I say, quick and recap of my flight because I don't have enough footage to make a proper vlog. I'm sorry. We're taking EVA Airways from Manila to Chicago with a stopover in Taipei. So here we are in Terminal 1 of NAIA. And here are the check-in counters. We're going to go to the bag drop one because we already did the online check-in. An agent gave all of us these cool EVA Air stickers for identification. And then immigration and security was pretty quick after, which I have to admit surprised me. We were at our gate pretty early, more than 2 hours before boarding, and it offered an amazing view to watch planes taking off. And finally, after a long wait, we're on the plane. I was sat in seat 53A at Zone 4. Okay, I do not have takeoff video. I'm so sorry, but I completely forgot about it. But anyway, here's the food, which was served shortly after takeoff. We all got the same meal, which was seafood cream pasta. And it tasted pretty good, but as someone who likes undercooking her pasta, it was too soggy for me. I'll still give it a 9 out of 10 though, because it got me to eat the scallops, clams, and broccoli, which I don't typically enjoy. It was served with an onion salad, which taste I did not get. I need that badly. I am so sorry. And then there's the mandarin jam green tea cake, which I like because it tasted pretty refreshing. Then we also got a box of EVA Air's very own Four Seasons juice, which was way too sour, but still tasted fine, I guess. This flight was pretty short and we landed less than 2 hours later. And I think the plane landed too fast because the brakes could be heard. Just listen. And then, after almost 5 hours at Taoyuan International Airport, we boarded for next flight BR56, which will take us to Chicago. As soon as I got on the plane, I saw Sanrio pillows in business class, which shocked me because we were not on one of those Sanrio flights. In economy class, we didn't have those pillows, but we did have the Hello Kitty barf bags. Cabin was dim for takeoff, but 10 minutes after that, the moonlight started coming on and just look, it's so cool. I've never seen those before on any other aircraft I've gotten on. Then another 10 minutes after this one, a welcome snack of mixed nuts and rice crackers were served. And look, I still have it even though that flight was almost a month ago. I like rice crackers, but I'm just not in the mood to eat it yet. Maybe soon though. Anyway, I didn't notice this until a bit later, but the tissues were little Twin Stars tissues and I am just... Then 40 minutes after they served the welcome snack, they served an actual meal. You could choose from a deep fried pork cutlet or seafood and tomato concasse. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I chose the pork cutlet, and first thing I noticed when they served the pork was that it wasn't deep fried. It wasn't tender and it had some weird aftertaste. I would rate it a 6 or 7 out of 10. It would be higher without the aftertaste. Then it was served with a chicken coleslaw, which tasted a bit sweet because I think it was glazed with pineapple or some other fruit extract. There were fruits, a piece each of apple, pineapple, and orange, which were pretty great. The orange was pretty sour. Then there was the bread and the cake, which was an orange jam coffee cake. This one also tasted refreshing. The seatbelt sign was turned on for most of the first few hours of the flight because turbulence. I just watched the air show on the in-flight entertainment. Our cruising altitude for the first few hours of the flight was 29,000 feet, then climbed to 31,000 feet. I must say I do enjoy this air show. If you select the correct perspective, you will get so much information. Look, you get the local time off and distance from both the origin and destination, the altitude, airspeed, ground speed, vertical speed, and even the heading, pitch, roll of the plane, and even more. So a few hours have passed and we've also flipped to the other side of the world. While it was May 28 in Taipei, by the time this was taken, we were in a place where it was early morning of May 27 again. Look, everyone on that plane were time travelers. Isn't that cool? The flight attendants offered snacks to everyone who was awake at the time. It was a croissant with a whole lot of vegetables, cheese, and meat, I believe is ham. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be disappointed because the croissant was not flaky, and I know croissants being flaky is like its signature, but I'm not really a huge fan of that flakiness, so I enjoyed it. After a few hours, we're still at the air show. After weeks of thinking what fun things to do on the plane, I wish I could tell you I did something productive, but no. I just watched the air show for most of the 13-hour and 36-minute flight. By the time this video was taken, it climbed up to 33,000 feet and then again to 35,000 feet. By the way, the mood lights were coming back on because it's time for the second meal, which also means there's 2.5 hours to go before landing. They did say at the start of the flight that they would serve the second meal 2.5 hours before landing. We could choose between a mushroom porridge or a spaghetti with pesto sauce. I don't like pesto, so really that left me with only one option, which was mushroom porridge. It's okay, but it could use some more flavor though, and you can taste the strong earthiness of the mushrooms in there. It was served with this amazing salad, which really was just bell peppers, and I'm not really a huge fan of bell peppers, so it was only amazing in color for me. I am so sorry. The fruit was a piece of apple and 2 pieces of orange, and just like earlier, the apple was pretty good and the orange was sour. And of course there was once again the bread, because that's the standard on most airline meals, but it was different. This one was wheat, and I'm sorry if I begin to start sounding like a picky eater, but I don't enjoy wheat bread, but I still ate the bread. After the meal, it was already evening and still very sunny outside. In the Philippines, sunsets are always in the late afternoons, so when I see these late sunsets, they're very fascinating to me. Not long though after this video was taken, the sun began to set and the view was super pretty. This was also around the time we started to descend. We finally landed around 9:20 p.m. local time, and now I'm back in the US for the first time in 5 years. It's been quite a while, but it's good to be back. And that's the end for this video. Generally, I super enjoy my time on these flights, and I am super excited for the ones back, especially because I think we're scheduled to be on the San Diego flight. But for now, I will continue to enjoy my time in Chicago because I'm excited to be back here. You know, I promise in my next vlog I'll be sure to record more footage, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that. Goodbye everyone, and take care.